Hello, hello, hello. Sir David the Bard. Yes, and I'm on camera. Now, I want to do a quick, I always say this and it's never quick. I want to do a quick video on the Provo tabernacle being turned into a Mormon temple. Let me blow on my microphone. I love this. This is so much fun. Insulation is still falling. I still have a couple of pieces up there. Anyway, I want you to go to the Salt Lake Tribune. Of course, the Desert News would never report some of this stuff. Okay, here we go. The Salt Lake Tribune, and it's under news, and let's see the date. It must be today. I haven't seen it before, so it must be today. So anyway, here it is, Salt Lake Tribune, Monday, April 22nd, 2013. Last update, 9:22 a.m. Okay, now let me go back. There's a picture. God. You know, if this isn't... I'm going to be straight with you, okay? I have been in construction, and some of my language is not human language. It's from other worlds. This is an abortion on the front page. What they've done in Provo, Utah, which is where Brigham Young University is located, and of course years ago when I went to BYU, I knew Provo very well, and I know this tabernacle. I used to be a bus driver, in fact, during the time I was at BYU for money. Not much money, but money. Anyway, there's a picture of the tabernacle. Now this is a great big, huge old building that used to sit pretty close to downtown. It was right on the corner, and it looked stupid then. Now, take a look in the Salt Lake Tribune and look at the picture, okay? Here is a picture of the burned out Provo tabernacle. Now, 2 years ago, it burned to the ground, except the masonry part of the building on the outside remained. Everything else, the organ, all the pews, all of the wood, everything burned. Okay, so here we are looking at the new Provo Tabernacle Temple. Okay, now, only the Mormons would do something like this. First of all, the building weighs 8 million pounds. Now, I worked construction in Los Angeles for a couple of years, and what I'm looking at is like bamboo scaffolding. It looks like something from China. Bamboo scaffolding, and a whole bunch of workers underneath of it. 40 feet off the ground, 8 million pounds, and it's 200 years old. Where the hell is OSHA? Where is OSHA? These guys are wearing hard hats underneath. When 8 million pounds of concrete falls on you, a hard hat ain't gonna do shit. It's just gonna go in your mouth and choke you to death. So anyway, you know, lifting it 40 feet off the ground and putting it on bamboo scaffold, and then they say it's not moving. Well, I guess they have some kind of a I don't know, a laser or something that shows that it's not moving. But by the time it moves and you scream to those guys down there, watch out, they're dead. They're crushed. They're dead. But anyway, I don't know if they're getting extra pay, but they're all wearing their garments. You can see their garments hanging out. Some of them have garments on their heads under their hard hats. But anyway, this thing is up in the air. Now, here's what's really stupid. It's like Downtown Mall. The City Creek Mall was stupid. Jesus built that in the wrong place, and I've predicted it'll go bankrupt within the first 3 years, and we'll see. Is the Bard right, or is the Bard right? So what they're going to do is they're going to build a modern foundation and temple building underneath. this abortion that's hanging in the sky. And then they're going to lower the 9 million pound tabernacle on top of the temple, and then they're going to build like the temple up around it. Now this this is like laying a 96-year-old dead man next to a baby in the incubators there at the hospital, those little plastic things, and laying them together and saying, we're going to combine these two. How can you take a 200-year-old building that should have been demolished 100 years ago and put it on top of a new building and not have some problems? Well, it's going to look like a piece of shit. I've seen the projected architectural drawings of this, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It's the most, what architect in his right mind would put a 200-year-old building on top of a new building and say, hey, it's a new building? It's not. Well, why do the Mormons do this? Well, why do the Mormons do anything? They think, I guess, that all the old tithe payers there in Provo are going to pay more tithing and leave more money to the church in their wills because they saved their tabernacle. Well, where the hell was Jesus when the son of a bitch was burning to the ground? The only people that showed up was the fire department. Jesus goes, hell, it's an old building. I'm out of here. So here I am looking at this piece of crap. The Salt Lake construction workers laid the foundation under the Provo Center Tabernacle Temple at the construction site in Provo on Thursday, April 18th, 2013. The workers dug down nearly 40 feet and supported the building structure on metal pylons to reconstruct the foundation. And here it is. It says the headlines: Provo Temple stands tall on stilts as crew turn it into a Mormon temple. Now, if this doesn't look like the Tower of Babel or Babel, it should be Babel. The Mormons are building the tabernacle higher and higher to get into heaven. The temple below it ain't going to get you into heaven, and I guess this is the modern Tower of Babel here that's going up. So anyway, millions and millions of dollars to lift a piece of crap like that. And you look down and it's on bamboo. And they're going to want me to work underneath there at $50 an hour? No way. No way. You look up. I was in construction, I told you this, for several years in Los Angeles, building high-rise. And I saw some damn dangerous things that went on there, and it's scary. I worked a little bit on the outside of the building before the curtain wall was put up, the windows in the frame. And one day I was looking out, and they were pulling off some, what do you call that? It's not scaffolding. You construction guys know what it is. When you pour not a foundation, a concrete forms. And they were pulling them away from concrete that was poured the day before. And I looked out, and this huge 4x4 got kicked over the side of the building. It was, 25 stories. And I was down about on a 10th story. And I saw that son of a bitch coming off the top. And so I ducked my head in, and it went on down. And it hit a guy below me that was sticking out the side of the building, and it killed him. It killed him. So when you put an 8 million pound building above me on bamboo stilts, and Jesus let the first son of a bitch burn to the ground, and now you're lifting it to heaven, I don't think Jesus is on the side of that tabernacle. I go, no, I think I'll go back to the union steward and get another job. I ain't working under that, because I don't think Jesus likes that building or the people that are jacking it up with all the money that could have been spent feeding hungry children all over the world. Yeah, I don't understand it. You take a look at the Salt Lake Tribune and take a look at that stupid old building that's going to sit on top of a new building, and they're going to try to integrate it. The only way they could integrate it is knock it all the way to the ground. But anyway, those workers underneath, my atheist prayers go out to you. If the damn wind don't blow and don't rain, the building burned to the ground, folks. Now they're lifting the concrete of the building over your head. They're saying, this is what the Lord wants. If I was on the crew, and that's why I'm not there anymore, I go, if the Lord wanted this, why'd he burn it down in the first place? So anyway, look at it, have a good laugh.